Good evening, everyone. In the previous session of Global HRD, I was explaining about performance coaching. And I explained what are the various steps of performance coaching and what kind of skills are required in order to become a performance coach. Okay. So in this session, I'm going to explain about training. In second year, you have already studied about training, various methods of training, about training program. So I'm just going to explain training in a brief manner so that you can remember all those points which I have already explained. Okay. So in today's session, I'm going to explain what is training, why training is required, that is need for training, then objectives, and then I'm going to explain on the job methods of training. Okay. So let's begin the session. So training, as you all already know that training is a process through which employees are provided knowledge, skills, and those knowledge and skills are necessary in order to perform a particular job only. So training is basically a job oriented process and it imparts necessary knowledge, skills and various other aspects which are extremely necessary in order to perform a particular job in an efficient manner. Okay. So training, the major outcome of training is learning. So the trainees learn new type of elements, like they learn to use new techniques, new methods, new tools, new different types of knowledge is provided to them, and all these things are going to help the employees to improve their performance. Okay. So training is basically provided in order to make the employees do their job in a proper manner, and it is also provided to enhance the performance of the employees. So training actually helps the employees to perform their job in a better manner. Okay. So like I said, it is extremely job oriented and it enables the employees to do their present job more efficiently, and while doing that also they can prepare themselves for higher level job. So if a person does his or her job efficiently in a proper manner and provides a very high level of performance to the organization, then in that process itself, the employee trains themselves for a higher level job. So the way a person performs in a particular job can actually help the person to get a very high level job. Clear? So that's why training not only helps the employee to do their present job, but to some extent it also prepares the employees for higher level jobs also. Clear? So training is all the time compared with development, but both are little bit different from each other. Training is completely job oriented. So whatever training is provided to a particular employee, it is completely related to the job on which that employee is appointed. But development, on the other hand, is more concerned about the growth of a person in an overall basis. Okay. So like I said, training is very technical and mechanical, but development refers to philosophical, theoretical and educational aspects. It not only focuses on enhancing the performance of the employees, but it also helps the employees to become better in different areas. Different areas means like making proper decision, enhancing the decision making skills, enhancing the managerial skills, enhancing the capability of the employee in order to manage a difficult and adverse situation. So overall development also focuses on enhancing the behavior of the employees, because when a person is working in a middle level or middle level organization, or we can say middle level of the organization, their attitude, their behavior are extremely different from the people who are top executives of the company. So development focuses on overall development. It imparts knowledge, skills, education, as well as it also provides different elements through which the employees can change their behavior so that they can be suitable and eligible for higher position jobs. Okay. So development is a very long-term process. It is an educational process. We can consider it as an educational process, systematic process, which helps the personals to acquire conceptual and theoretical knowledge for enhancing general administrative abilities. So in comparison to training, it is a long-term process, and it also helps the employees, helps the personals to require different types of theoretical knowledge which will help them to enhance their administrative abilities or administrative skills. Okay. And training is a very short term process. It is a continuous process, but it is meant for specific jobs only. So that's why it is considered to be short term in comparison to the development process. Okay. So this is all about training and development. The next topic which I am going to explain is need for training. Why organization require training? Why organization require training, or why do they need to train their employees? So that I am going to explain. Okay. So the first point here says that whenever new candidates or new employees are appointed on the job, they are not aware about any tasks related to the job. For example, if the company appoints freshers means the people who have just completed their education, they don't have any kind of job experience. So for those candidates, it is extremely necessary for the organization to provide them proper training, because they don't know anything about the job. They just know the theoretical aspect, what are the different elements of the job, but they are not aware about doing the job in a proper and efficient manner. So for that reason, these new entrants, these newly recruited personnel need to go through different types of training program, so that they can get instructions, guidance and coaching, through which they can manage their job in an efficient manner without making any kind of wastages, or we can say without making any kind of mistakes. So in the training program, they will understand how to do their job properly, efficiently, what are the different aspects of the job, what kind of methods and techniques required to do their job in an efficient manner. So that's why newly recruited personals require to go through the training program, so that they can do their job in a proper and in an efficient manner. Okay. So the next point here says that training is also necessary for existing personnel or existing employees, so that they can be eligible for higher level jobs. So if you're working in an organization and you want to get promotion, you want to get promoted to a higher position. So for that reason also training is extremely required, because it is obviously extremely necessary for the employees to do their present job efficiently, so that the management will consider them or may consider them for higher level jobs. So for promotion basis also, organizations provide training, so that in the training program the employees can be prepared, employees can be employees can be prepared for very higher level jobs also. Clear? They can keep these employees ready, so whenever there is any kind of vacancy in the higher level job, or any kind of vacancy in the top level management, they can be easily promoted. So for that reason also training is necessary. So training is not only necessary for newly recruits, but it is also extremely essential for existing employees. Okay. The third point here says that existing personnel require refreshers training, so that they can work in accordance with the latest development in concerned subject. So we are living in a situation where everything changes very rapidly. Technology changes on a daily basis. Competitors adapt new technology so that they can go ahead, or they can become more and more successful than their competitors. So if all the competitors adapt new technology, introduce new technology, and they train the employees so that they can completely understand the new technology, and they work by applying the new technology. So in that manner, all the competitors will go very far from the company, means they will go much ahead from the company. So in order to accept necessary changes or implement any kind of changes, whether it is related to technology, whether it is related to any rules and regulations created by the government, or any kind of environmental changes, business environmental changes, for those reasons, training becomes extremely essential. So, whenever a change takes place within the organization, the existing employees need to go through the training program so that they can work in accordance with the latest changes, or they can work in accordance with the latest technological or any kind of development. So for that reason, existing employees also require training whenever new elements are introduced within the organization, new technology is introduced within the organization, or any kind of change is introduced within the organization. In such situation, training becomes necessary. Okay. The next point here says that training is necessary when a person moves from one job to another. So you can also say that when a person is transferred from one job to another job, that's why training is necessary. When there is situation of job rotation, one employee has to do different kinds of jobs so that the person can understand the difficulties of each and every job. So in that basis, training is necessary. Whether it is related to transfer, or they can use job rotation as a method of training so that the employees can learn how other people do their job, how other jobs are related to each other, how they have to work in a properly coordinated manner. So for that kind of training, movement of people from one job to another job becomes necessary. Okay. The next point here says that training is necessary to make personnel mobile and versatile. Uh, Versatility is very important when we are working in an organization. We cannot stick to one kind of job, and we cannot stick to few activities only. We have to explore ourselves. We need to find out what kind of hidden potentials we have within ourselves. We need to go for multitasking. Every employee has to do multitasking whenever they're doing any job. So that's why training makes the people very versatile. They can be able to handle different types of job in different situations, which is the actual which is the actual result of job rotation. So in order to make the employees versatile, training becomes very essential. Now, every organization demands, or every organization requires versatile employees so that they can place any person in any position according to their requirement. Okay, so that's why every employee need to become versatile, and in order to make them versatile, in order to help them to become those people who can easily do different types of jobs, for that reason training becomes necessary. Okay. The next point here says that training is needed to bridge the gap between what the personnel has and what the job requires. So training is basically acts as a bridge. Means when you join an organization, you have certain level of knowledge, you may have experience, you may not have experience. So you are eligible for the job, you're suitable for the job, but you still require many more things in order to become efficient for doing a particular job, that is in accordance with the job specification. So training simply bridges the gap between the person who is doing the job and what is the specification of the job, what is the requirement of the job. So that gap is filled by the training. You enter into an organization with skills and knowledge. Through training programs, you enhance those skills and knowledge so that you can fulfill all the requirements of the job for which you are appointed. Okay, and this will also help the person to become more and more productive, and the person will also survive in the organization for a very long time period. Okay, so these are the basic reasons because of which training is extremely essential for every organization. So these are the actual reasons because of which each and every organization focuses on training and training programs so that they can help their employees to become more and more efficient for their job. Okay. So the next topic which I am going to explain is the objectives of training. What are the basic objectives due to which training becomes necessary for every organization? The first one is productivity. The main objective of training or training program is to enhance the productivity of overall organization. And how it is possible? By enhancing the performance of the employees. See, when you don't know about a particular element or you don't know anything about a particular task, there are chances that you may take much more time in order to complete the task, or you may make some kind of mistakes due to which your work will be delayed. But when you know what you're supposed to do, you know the task very well, you know the methods, you know the tools and techniques, so you will complete your task within the given time. Even before the limited time, you can complete the task, and also you will complete it without making any kind of mistakes. So that helps to increase the productivity. If employees do not make any kind of mistake, if they do their job in a dedicated manner, so definitely productivity of the entire organization will improve. So in order to increase the productivity of the organization, training helps in increasing the productivity of each and every employee. Okay, so the main objective of training is enhancing the productivity of the employees, which will lead to enhancing the overall productivity of the entire organization. The next objective of training is quality. So when the employees are trained, their performance will be better and the quality of their performance will be enhanced. So an employee's performance, whether it is related to finance area, marketing area, or any area, the quality of the performance will keep on increasing. So whenever training is provided to an employee, it enhances the quality of the work the person is providing to the organization. So the second objective of training or training program is to enhance the quality of work, enhance the quality of the performance. Now, how training enhances productivity or quality? So basically, like I said, training imparts knowledge within the employees, different types of skills based on the requirement of the job. If they are training a manager definitely they will provide training in different areas which will help the employee to improve the managerial skills, decision making skills, or we can say the person can also go under a training program which will help the manager to resolve conflict. So it provides various elements, various types of knowledge skills through which the employees can improve their productivity and enhance the quality of their performance. Okay. The next objective is human resource planning. So when training is provided to the existing employees, the management is aware about the capability, the standard, and the ability of the existing employees, and they can prepare human resource plan. They can prepare in accordance with the existing employees. Means to what extent these employees are capable enough for managing higher level jobs. So they know the capability of their workforce. So after getting this information, they can easily plan for human resource. How many more number of people are required? What kind of qualities, education, qualification, experience these people must have in order to become part of the organization. So training makes human resource planning more easy for the organization, because training enhances the capability of the existing employees, and that decreases the workload of the people who are engaged in human resource planning. Okay. The next one is morale. So whenever you're working in an organization, salary is extremely necessary, but there are other things also which are necessary, like job satisfaction, motivation. So these training programs actually helps the employees to do their work in an efficient manner. And when you're doing a work and you are very good at it, so definitely it will boost your morale, it will motivate you, and you will be more dedicated towards the job and more dedicated towards the company. So providing good training programs which helps the employees in various ways will definitely boost the morale of the employees. It will definitely motivate them to enhance their performance more and more. Okay. The next one is indirect compensation. So indirect compensation here means that when you increase your capability, you increase your ability, you will get various chances, various opportunities for promotion, through which your compensation, your salary, your other benefits will increase. So training indirectly gives you the opportunity to go for promotion or for any higher position job. So it also gives them the opportunity to increase their compensation or increase their income. So this is also one of the objective of training. It provides basic knowledge and skills to the employees through which they can increase their income so that they will be eligible for higher level jobs. Here, the next point is obsolescence prevention. So human resource may also get obsolete because of changing technology, new elements, introduction of new elements, machinery. These things make employees outdated. So when training is provided, when new elements are introduced in the training program, the employees are up to date all the time. They know about the new trends, new technology, new elements. So it prevents the workforce from becoming obsolete, which proves to be very beneficial for the organization. Instead of appointing people who have knowledge of existing technology and existing changes, provide the existing employees proper kind of training so that they can get complete knowledge about new changes and new technologies. So instead of hiring new employees, simply provide training to the existing employees. It will boost the confidence of the employees, as well as it will help the workforce, or it will prevent the workforce from becoming obsolete. Here, so one of the most important objective of training is prevention of obsolescence. Okay. And the last one is personal growth. So when we are working in an organization, we are not only contributing towards the organization, but we are also contributing for ourselves also. We also want to become successful, want to go to a higher position, increase our salary, become more and more efficient. So all these aspirations and requirements are actually fulfilled by training programs. When we learn new things, when we gain knowledge, we understand the working aspect of an organization. We understand what kind of elements, what kind of attitude, behavior, knowledge, experience, skills are required in order to become eligible for higher position. So we become more and more dedicated towards learning. So employees learn a lot of things, and due to which the overall development of the employees takes place and they become successful as employees or as individuals. So training not only is not only beneficial from the organizational point of view, but it is also extremely beneficial for employees as an individual also. Okay. So these are the various objectives of training, or we can say objectives of training program. So this is all about the objectives of training. The next topic which I am going to explain is the method of training. So we can categorize the methods of training into two categories: on the job methods and off the job methods. On the job methods are basically those methods which are used for the employees after joining or after being placed on a particular job. So employees learn while doing their jobs only. So that is called on the job training. Off the job training method simply means that before joining their actual position, actual job, they are trained in a separate area, whether it is a separate institution created by the company like a training center. So they get trained in those training centers and then come back to the organization and join their duty. So these are the two categories of training methods. Okay, so in today's session I am going to explain, give a brief explanation about on the job methods, because I have already explained these points. It is just like a revision for you all. Just I'm going to explain all the points. Okay. So the first method of on the job training method is job instruction method. So these methods are basically used for lower level or workers, where the superior shows the employees, shows the workers how to do the job, gives proper demonstration to the workers, and then asks the employees, the workers, to repeat what the superior has done. So after seeing the demonstration, the workers repeat the task as they have seen the, after seeing the demonstration, the workers repeat the same task. After seeing the demonstration, they repeat the same thing so that the superior can understand whether they are doing in accordance with the demonstration or not. When the superior feels that the workers are doing the exactly the same thing represented in the demonstration, then the workers, we can say that the workers have understood their task and they can do the task. Okay, so that is the job instruction method. The next one is coaching. Coaching means giving proper guidance, instruction to the employees so that they can do their job properly. So the when the trainer provides training through this method, they clearly explains about the job, what kind of tasks are supposed to be done in the job, what are the various kinds of activities these employees are supposed to do on their job, and then provide proper guidance, instructions, and directions to the employees. So this is also one of the important methods of on the job training. The next one is mentoring. Mentoring means a person will be given few employees to train under the person, under the trainer, and that trainer will work as a counselor, will provide guidance, will also support, give them mental support, boost their confidence, encourage them, motivate them. So in mentoring, the mentor is not only going to teach the employees how to do the job, but the mentor is also going to motivate them, boost their confidence, help them in different areas, and make them efficient for their job. So in comparison to coaching, mentoring is little bit different from coaching. Coaching is all about doing the job, doing the task, what are the various steps, how to do the method, how to implement the techniques and tools. But mentoring is all about encouraging, motivating, and even providing proper counseling to the mentees. Okay. The next one is job rotation. Job rotation means one employee will work in a particular job for a certain time period, maybe 1 month or 2 months. And after completion of the time period, the person will be shifted to another job. In the same manner, a single person will be doing 3 to 4 jobs within a particular time period. So while doing different kinds of jobs, the employee can understand how to do these jobs. Obviously, these jobs will be related to each other, and but the person will understand or will get trained for doing 4 types of jobs. So that is called job rotation. Movement of one person from one job to another job, and a limited amount of time will be spent by the employee on that job so that the person can understand the tasks, the activities to be done under the job, and what kind of knowledge and skills are required to do different kinds of job. So job rotation is also one of the efficient methods of training. The next one is apprenticeship. Apprenticeship is to some extent similar to mentoring. So a manager or a person will be given an assistant, and the person will teach each and everything what the person knows about his job or her job. Now, this apprentice method is used when the superior is supposed to retire or supposed to leave the job. The superior is supposed to train the assistant in a proper manner so that in future the assistant will become a proper replacement for the superior. So that can be considered as an apprenticeship method. So a superior will get an assistant, and the superior will teach each and every aspect of his or her job so that in future the assistant will be ready to replace the superior when the superior's position is vacant. Okay. The next one is committee assignment. Committee assignment is also one of the important methods of training. So in committee assignments, trainees are given special assignments or special some kind of situations which the organization have already faced, so that they are going to find out a solution in the particular situation. They have to complete the assignment. Now the organization or the trainer can also put together 4 to 5 trainees, give them a particular assignment related to a particular problem or a situation, and they are supposed to understand the assignment. They are supposed to understand each and every element of the assignment so that they can find a proper solution to it. Okay, so that is called committee assignment, because more than one trainee is assigned a particular task. Clear? So in a group, they are going to, or they are supposed to solve a particular problem of the organization. The problem may be some existing problems of the organization also. Okay. And the last one is understudy. Understudy is like, you can say, a manager or superior will be given an assistant. So in future, the assistant will replace the superior. So in apprenticeship and understudy, there is a simple difference. In apprentice method, the superior is supposed to give them proper coaching or proper training to the employees. And if the position will be vacant, then only the assistant will take the position of the superior. But understudy is meant for that purpose only, because when the superior is supposed to retire, he or she is supposed to select an assistant, train him or her, so that the person will be eligible for the superior's position. So these are the methods of on the job methods. And in the next session, I'm going to explain about off the job training methods, and then I'm going to explain about the training program. Okay, so that's it for today. We will meet in the next session. Thank you.